Hello and welcome to Spiel. I got a new hat, showing off my new hat. This is one of the rewards from the Cataclysm stuff. And I think it needs upgrading, it doesn't look much good at the minute. I think we need to take it off as a costume. Looks terrible. That's the gunner line, because I don't have any gunner gear and I fancy getting some gunner gear. So anyway, speaking of the Cataclysm video, I know that video is still going, that boggles my mind, that never happens. So yeah, hi to even more new subscribers. Hello, welcome. I'm John, aka Meroka, and I'm here to talk to you for 20 to 30 minutes-ish about life, the universe, and gaming while playing Spiral Knights. That's my thing, that's my shtick. That, you might even say, was my spiel. So, I would also say there may be another special video out later this week. I don't know for certain, but I think there might be a Valentine's Day promo coming up. There's a lot of speculation as to whether there will be. It seems like it would make sense for Three Rings to do something like that. It's a good time of year to get a promotion in. It would seem odd to come so, hot on the heels of this one, but ow. But it seems like the sort of thing that would happen. Oh, shield broke, and I'm on fire. Oh! Just for the record, I am terrible at this game. Yes, I am. If you haven't seen me play, I'm not so good at this. I'm going to try my best anyway. 'Cause that's what I do. I try hard. That's all I can do. So yeah, there might be something involving romance and red-coloured armor probably, and love puppies at some point later this week. I hope there is. I've seemed to be almost self-styling myself as the authority on Spiral Knights promos. I'm okay with that. That's a title I like. The guy who knows all about the promos. Never mind that all I do is read the patch notes and then pretty much just read them back to you. Never mind. People like it, then I like making it. Whoop. Oh no! My button's gone, I can't get through. I'm trapped. There we go. So, people who do follow my channel might have noticed the little Inferno series ended this week. Hope you enjoyed watching that. That was a lot of fun to play through. I didn't expect it to be even remotely as great as it was, story-wise anyway. I knew it was a good game. It was clearly going to be a good game, but I didn't quite expect the story it ended up having. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that. That's fantastic. That was so much fun and so entertaining. But I've still found oh god, not Grievers. I hate Grievers. I've still found nothing quite to, actually replace the series. You know what, I might just do a runner. Actually, I can't do a runner, can I? Ah! Oh, what am I had a pill on me. Why did I not use the pill sooner? Ugh. Why did I not bring any piercing weapons? Idiot. Idiot. Right, going on. Yeah, I haven't actually found a new series to replace that. I'm going to have to do that pretty soon. I've got the last episode of Tiny and Big going on tomorrow as well, or it should be the last episode, it's the last level. It could be some crazy long level that I wasn't aware of how long it was, but it should be the last episode. So that's also been a fun one to play through, those have been good. I'm going to need something new for next week as well. So I'm looking for something different, interesting, unique to play. Suggestions very, very welcome. Ow, 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 ow. Don't need that. Don't need that at all. Well, I do need that. Ow, friggin' zombies! Don't need healers either. I hate all the enemies in this game. Why do I play this game? Every enemy in this game annoys me. There's none that I can. No, Wolvers are cool. I like Wolvers. Wolvers are nice. So I suppose I actually need an actual topic to talk about this week. And this week I want to talk about length and why length isn't everything. Ladies, this is a topic you might want to take note of. Okay, yeah, I'm not talking about what you think I'm talking about. Filthy-minded people. I'm talking, well, obviously, as I quite often do, about video games. Happened to be perusing the Reddits earlier this week. There's an article from an indie dev. The website was called The Astronauts. So I presume that's the name of the dev as well. I've not heard of them before. I'm not sure they've actually made a game yet. I think they're still working on their first title, but they're working on some kind of horror title. Not my cup of tea, but seems to be shaping up quite nicely anyway. It's kind of in the vein of your like Amnesia, perhaps. I don't know. That sort of. I don't know. I really shouldn't judge on a game that hasn't been released. I'm not going to try and do that. That's unfair to everyone involved. Ow! Fire! Ah! Weren't you dead? I thought I shot you. Oh, now you're dead. Right. So, yeah, they posted a blog post about, well, they've been trying to market their game, as you do. So that is a thing that happens in development. You try and sell people on your concept. And one thing they've apparently been told time and time again is that don't tell anyone you're making a short game. Because apparently, short games don't market well. Now that's kind of a bit weird. Given that there are loads and loads of really successful short games out there at the minute. Well, the thing is, it apparently implies you get poor value for money, and I can see where that logic's coming from. I mean, certainly, a lot of people sort of use a 1 unit of currency per hour of entertainment gotten from the game kind of metric. Which is a really silly metric to use, but people use it. I mean, for God's sake, I'll be honest, I've used it before. I've gone, oh, I paid £5 for this game, and I've got 5 hours of entertainment out of it, therefore it was good value for money. And it's a terrible idea, really, when it comes down to it. I know Americans use the $1 per hour, which means that, to be fair, actually they're holding games to a much higher standard. If you're saying your game needs to... Where am I going with this? Where am I going? Well, take for example your standard full retail AAA title price. Ow! I suck at this. How do I get out of there now? I'm running away. You know what? I'm just running away. A standard retail price for a game in the UK is about £40. In America, you'd be looking at $60. So, if I were to use the same metric on both sides of the Atlantic, over here I'd be saying this game needs to last me 40 hours for me to get full value out of it. In America, that's 60 hours. Suddenly, you're 50% more demanding than I am on your game's replay value, or playtime value anyway. So quite aside from the nonsense that makes, there are a lot of exceptional games that have been really short that are just totally worth value for money just on the fact that they're exceptional. Just because a game has been padded out more with whatever it's been padded out with doesn't necessarily make it more worthwhile. I didn't want to open that. Thank you. I wanted to shoot that, didn't I? Yes, I did. Onwards through the graveyard. I don't know if I can be bothered hunting a bajillion and one zombies. This might be a run for your life kind of level. So yeah, that's just silliness all around, that thing. But yeah, we've always been conditioned to get value for money. It happens in every media. There's arms race to get more value for your money. I mean, as the article readily mentioned, in the past you had a VHS and you had your movie on your VHS if you bought movies that way. And then we got DVDs, and all of a sudden we got extras, and then we got Blu-rays, and we're packing alternate endings in, and director's cuts and commentaries, and it's just a arms race to get as much bonus content as possible. And in video games, you'll just pad that out with God knows what achievements, the quick and easy one. Still haven't got that 10,000 minerals, guys. Still haven't got that 10,000 minerals. Oh god, I'm as bad as everyone else. Okay. Ooh, that's a big shiny. I like the big shinies. Let's have a big shiny. That's to you, zombie. Don't have time for zombies. Bye, guys. Fight amongst yourselves. You can have my brains another day. So yeah, we got this strange arms race, and it's crossed over into games. Everyone wants as much as they can possibly get out of a game. If a game doesn't have endless side quests and walking back and forth and 60 hours of exploration and questing, we don't want to know about it. Oops, spikes. Ooh. Come on, you. Ow, spikes. I'm gonna have to pop a bill. Which way am I actually headed? Let's go this way. That's gems. Now we've got a big one. Don't need that. Don't need you. So, the other end of, not the other end. Another reason for this kind of trend is, well, for the longest time, obviously, it's only a recent development that games weren't sold in brick and mortar stores. You go down to a shop, and all the games all you're going to get is, you get a few other ones these days, but it's predominantly your AAA titles. I've seen a few indie games on the shelves these days, which is always really nice. I love seeing that. But you don't get many of those. Minecraft's actually dealt with this issue quite well in the idea of gift cards, but for the most part, the problem of the matter is, if you sell a $15 game and a $60 game side by side on a shelf, they take the same shelf space, with the sole exception of Minecraft, which sticks itself neatly onto a little plastic card and you redeem it on the website. But that's by the by. That's a very clever move, but it's not one that everyone's doing. Outside that, I think that. Can you imagine if all the games you bought were on cards? That would be crazy. You just go down to the shop and buy a set of plastic cards with keys on for indie games. Just head on down to Game or GameStop or Game Station or wherever other game retailers are available. And pick yourself up a whole pack of indie game keys to redeem on various websites. Who knows, maybe that's the future, maybe that's the way forward. There we go, new business model. Just invented it right there for you. Well, I didn't invent it, but popularized it. I popularized it. So anyway, yeah, if your game shop sells a $60 copy of Skyrim and a $15 copy of whatever's $15, I don't know, Little Inferno? I don't know. Something like that. They get a much better profit and margin from selling Skyrim, and they both take up exactly the same shelf space and storage space, which means they can make more money out of Skyrim from their stock. So there's definitely an incentive there. So yeah, your retailers are wanting big value games. They're not going to want to sell cheap games and short games. Well, your retailer doesn't want to sell a cheap game, and nobody's going to pay a lot of money for a short game because it's not good value for money. So the two sort of collude. Is that the right word? Collude? It's a good word. I don't know if it's the right word, but it's a good word. Intertwined. The two reasons go together and basically end up with lots of devs making really long, drawn-out padding games with not much in the way of actual real worthwhile content, which is a shame. And this is where your indie games come in. But again, like I say, even as an indie dev, you're being told you want to make a long game, you need replayability, you need value for money, and I don't necessarily agree with it. I think there's definitely a market for both. you can come into the light and disappear. Good. I mean, certainly at one point, I think it's a matter of age. At one point in my life, I certainly did like the long titles. This was obviously when I was younger. I mean, it's clearly not going to be when I was older. Unless I've invented a DeLorean that can travel through time. Nope, I just invented the new marketing model. So, yeah, fire. Need fire. Fire make good. Fire make good. You there. Give me fire. So, yeah, when I was younger, you know, a much longer game made a lot more sense, because I had lots of free time and not a lot of disposable income, so I'd buy one game and it could last me for months, if it was long enough. I mean, God knows, probably one of the console games with the most amount of time invested in it for me, Animal Crossing. I keep thinking I would love to play that game again these days, but I genuinely wouldn't have the time to play that kind of thing. That took a full year to play through. You want to talk value for money? That's your value for money right there. Wow. Pay once and the game lasts you for a full year of your life. Good lord. It's just new stuff kept happening all year round. I just kept playing to see what new stuff would happen as the seasons changed. Yeah, that was good. Back in my teenage years, I certainly absolutely adored your JRPGs, and I keep occasionally, from time to time, I do try and pick one up these days, and it doesn't work out. I don't have the time for that. That's ridiculous. How long are those things? They're too long. I played through them multiple times as well. Tales of which one I want to? Symphonia, that was the one. Tales of Symphonia I played through from start to finish at least 3 times. That game is 60 to 80 hours long. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance on the GBA I've played through at least 3 times in my lifetime. Once was actually earlier this year, which is surprising, but again, that's like 200 hours long. It's crazy talk. And those are also excellent value for money, those kind of titles. But back then it was like, you can't afford new games, so you buy something that's going to last you forever. And these days, more disposable income, I can buy more games, but I have a lot of trouble actually finding the time to play the damn things, so a shorter experience is much more appreciated. Oh, nope, shadowy guy coming in, nope, shadowy guy coming in. So yeah, if I have to commit like weeks of my life to something, it's kinda, that's not what I want anymore. I gotta find time every night to spend some hour. I mean, okay, yeah, I have that time. It ends up on Minecraft, let's be honest, right now. But broadly speaking, yeah, I just have more money and less time, so I'd rather have something that I can get a full experience in about 5 hours, not 60. So even if there's even if a lot of people do like the long games, there's definitely a market for the short games as well. I should know I am the market. I think well, I've said this time and time again, it also allows people to be a lot more creative about it. So you get more interesting and original titles in the indie market. Because it's a lot shorter, so it doesn't cost as much to make. So there's less at stake by taking a creative risk. Developers can actually afford to do something interesting, and by the same token, that works out for the consumer, because then you can afford to take a risk with your money. You're not potentially wasting as much money if it turns out it's actually a terrible title that you really hate. Hey, another big shard. We're doing well on shards today. So yeah, you're getting. I like getting the new experience. I mean, maybe some people like the old stuff, but for me, I quite like getting new experiences as well. So, ooh, God, I'm gonna kill myself doing this. If I can get 4 new experiences for the price of 1 in the older days of longer titles, I'll go with the 4 experiences, thanks. I'd like to see 4 new worlds, see 4 different stories from different characters in different lands and things like that. So yeah, that's value for money in its own right. You're getting more. Might be getting the same amount of time, but you're getting more experiences. Surely that's a good thing. So, and the final point that's more of a personal preference on this matter is that of, for me, as I'm doing LPs. Book. What's the book say? Nothing. The book says nothing. For doing LPs, I'd prefer a shorter experience. If it's something I can get through in, again, going back to Little Inferno, which I've just finished. Oh god, I hate this room. I really hate this room. If it's something I can get through in like 3 hours, and I'm doing half-hour episodes, I can get through it in about 6 episodes, 6 weeks. It's going to take me a month and a half to play the game. If something takes me 10 hours, that's going to take me 20 weeks. That's like 5 months. Maybe I need to rethink my schedule a bit or something. Maybe I need to be putting videos out on the same series twice a week or something. Maybe my schedule's just messed up. Who knows? Beep, beep. Everything's gonna explode. Everything's getting dark. Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. This is going to be one of those bits where I might not be able to talk as much because I'm too busy dodging a bajillion and 1 bullets. Oh, freaking cats! Let's pop a pill. We got have we got any light left at all? There's no light left at all. Oh, there's 1 light left. Let's have that one. This is not good. This is not good. Every time I try and hit something, I get shot in the back. This is definitely not good. So, oh no, which weapon's cursed? I shouldn't. Oh, crud! And my health is cursed. My health pill's cursed. My health pill's cursed. I can't actually heal up. It's nasty. I am wearing my curse resist gear, aren't I? Oh god, black cats. This is. I hate this room just because there's too many things to focus on. I really do. You've got cats, you've got howlitzers, you've got zombies, and you've got the bloody Grimalkins. I don't know how you pronounce that. All hunting you at once. So the Grimalkins aren't too much of a problem in their own right, except for the fact that you've got to keep the room lit up. There's too many things to focus on. If there were like, just pick 3 out of 4 of those enemies, it would be much more manageable. There's just too much going on in this room. You've got 2 types of enemies that can shoot at you. One of them that only attacks you in the dark, and one of them is just generally stalking you the entire time, so you can't stand still. Too much. So, yeah, regarding the length of LPs, honestly, I'm thinking my Scribblenauts thing's starting to drag on a bit. I don't know whether it comes across in my videos, but I'm feeling less enthused about it at this stage, just because I've been doing it since November now. So been at it for over 2 months, 2.5, you know, gonna be a good 2.5 months at this stage. And considering that on the whole it's not that long a game, if one were to actually sit down and play it properly, you could get through it quite easily within the space of a week. So for something like that to drag on 2.5 months, I'm kind of like, at this stage, really don't want to be bothered with this. Which is a shame, because it is an excellent game, so I either need something I don't mind playing for a length of time, or I need shorter experiences. A Valley Without Wind is kind of open-ended. I don't know how long that's going to continue on for. Could be a wow. That's everything's hit me. Okay, can't. Oh no, my health's cursed again. That's not fair. Why my health? I've got there were 4 pills to choose from that you could have blocked me from using. Okay, he's down. That's good. No Howlets to deal with once he explodes. How that bullet didn't hit me, I don't know. I hate this room. And a pill. Eat a pill. Eat a friggin' pill. Right, are we down to? We're down to 3 types of enemies. That's always a good start. God damn, on fire again. One website I will note I've been perusing this week is called GameJolt.com. I think it's GameJolt. It's called GameJolt. So whether it's .com or not, I don't know. Just Google GameJolt, which is actually kind of a cool idea. It's a big indie game repository, but they're all free. Its monetization model seems to be rather akin to Twitch's, in that it's all adverts, and the content creators get paid themselves through the advert. Well, in fact, one could compare it to YouTube as well, for that matter. So when you download a game, you have to watch an advert, and the content creators get paid their cut from your seeing that advert, and presumably GameJolt themselves make a little bit as well. So that seems like quite a cool, neat idea. I approve of that. So I've been looking through that. There's on a system like that, there's a lot of trash out there, but it's like anything. To be fair, there's a lot of trash on YouTube as well, and Twitch, and it's the nature of the business, I suppose. Just kind of need to sift through it and find the good stuff. Oh, don't dodge my attack. You're terrible person. It's down! It's down! It's down! Joy to the world, the cat is down. Which means this ordeal is almost over. This nightmare may almost end. Except it's gone dark again. Look. Just a few zombies left, come on. How hard can it be? Bingo bango boom! Hello! Into the light. Okay. Right. Good. Done. Cool. I'm going to take a seat. Can I take a seat? There's not one of those seats that you can take. Never mind. Do we have the bonus loot as well? Seems like a good way to get myself killed before we finish the level. Doesn't it just? Unless there's some pills in there. There are no pills in there. Oh yeah, that's a good way to get myself killed. Ah. So, there we go. The exit. It is here. So, yeah, I may be picking some stuff out of GameJolt to do for LPs in the future just because it's small bite-sized content that I like. I think it's definitely a good market. Short games, yay, is basically what I'm trying to say. And GameJolt's full of them, so I may have a look through there. There's a lot of stuff that's sort of, perhaps, there's a lot of bandwagon-y type stuff. There's a game called Cart Life made it onto the IGF, and I Get This Call Every Day did the rounds a couple of weeks back. Everybody was talking about that, and there's a few similar to that actually I got a bit of a giggle out of it. I might actually try that, but I don't know. Something new to see on Friday, I don't know what yet. Keep an eye out for that. And hopefully keep an eye out for some Valentine's Day stuff later this week. If Three Rings obliges me. So don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed watching it, subscribe if you're not already, and if you really want to be amazing you can favourite the video. So thanks for watching, I shall see you next time.